Hey guys, what is up? Want to record this as well. We're currently in queue for the Lucio rework video. But this is the role rework. It's finally in the game. In fact, if I jump over here, okay, I can't quite show you. Maybe if I jump into my profile over here, there we go. We got the new icons. We got like tanks, bruisers, ranged assassins, melee assassins, healers, and support. So tanks, formidable juggernauts, protect their team, absorbing attacks from the enemy, blocking their retreat. So bring lots of crowd control, and they're very difficult to to kill themselves. We got a Nubkeks, Arthas, Blaze, Cho, Diablo, ETC, Garrosh, Johanna, Mal'Ganis, Muradin, Stitches, and Tyrael. So not any super major surprises there. I mean, in terms of, let's say, the overall meta and how the game has been played, I'd say fairly recently. I mean, maybe one that might stand out a bit is Blaze. He was, kind of predominantly played in solo lane before the demise of HGC. But Blizzard obviously wants him to be considered as that tank. I think that's fine. Bruisers are tough fighters that are capable of putting out some damage. So much like tanks, they're quite difficult to kill. Typically melee. But they don't have as much crowd control. They do more damage. So we've got someone like Artanis. I think pretty straightforward. Chen, Dehaka, Diva, Imperius, Leoric, Malthael, Ragnaros, Rex, Sarsonia, Thrall, Varian, Zul, and Irel. So again, they're all, maybe not the most tanky, some of them. Some of them are very tanky. None of them are super squishy, though. Mostly melee, do good damage, all that sort of stuff. Ranged assassins, fragile damage dealers, are able to attack enemies from a safer distance, and I don't even know if I want to read all these out because there's a lot of them, but let's do it anyway. We got Asmodan, Cassia, Gaul, Chromie, Falstad, Phoenix, Genji Greymane, Gul'dan, Hanzo, Jaina, Junkrat, Kel'Thuz, Kel'Thuzad, Li Ming, Lunara, Mephisto, Nazebo, Nova, Orphea, Probius, Raynor, Sergeant Hammer, Sylvanas, Tracer, Tychus, Vala, Zagara, and Zul'jin. So pretty noticeable here. I guess that we had the same thing with Zul over here. And your boy Varian coming from multi-class and specialist. But you do see a couple of specialists, or what used to be specialists, worked in here with Sergeant Hammer, Sylvanas, Asmodan, Zagara, Nazebo, so on and so forth. I think it makes sense just with how the game has changed over time that distinguishing features that existed between assassins and specialists like 2 to 3 years ago really didn't exist half as much at all recently. So there you go. Melee assassins are high octane, apparently. Damage dealers, murky. They get up close to their enemy to really lay on the pain. They got very flavorsome here. They're like, let's be a little less descriptive in the sense of like just a more clinical description, and let's just make it all flavor. Classic melee assassins, eh? We got Alarak, the Butcher, Gazlo, Illidan, Kerrigan, Maiev, Murky, Samuro, Valera, and Zeratul. So obviously some very different playstyles across the board here. Like a Zeratul obviously doesn't play anything much like a Gazlo, doesn't play anything much like a Murky. But there's like a broad identity there for sure. We've got healers. Healer heroes focus primarily on healing damage and assisting their team. We have Alexstrasza, Ana, Oreo, Brightwing, Deckard, Karazim, Lily Morales, Lucio, Malfurion, Rhaegar, Stukov, Tyrande, Uther, and Whitemane. So yeah, these are all the healers. And then finally we have support. They provide boosts and other benefits to their teammates. Specificity is not one of these. We have Abathur, the Lost Vikings, Medivh, Tassadar, and Zarya. Should be interesting to see what happens. We know there is a Tassadar rework coming, whether he'll stay in the support role or be moved maybe over to the ranged assassin role. I mean, you got like a pretty strong identity of like assisting heroes. Aside from the Lost Vikings, like Zarya shield, Tassadar shield, Medivh shield, Abathur shield, and Symbiote, that sort of thing. You've kind of got that identity. People that put buffs and protection on their teammates without necessarily healing them that much. I guess the Lost Vikings and Abathur overlap a bit in terms of like XP soak. It is a bit weird. I mean, I guess you could make a specialist role and stick in like Lost Vikings or Abathur, but it might be a bit silly to have a role for one person. Cough, cough, multi-class variant. But yeah, there you go, guys. That is the new role rework. It is finally in the game. This has been coming for, I don't know, about 10 years, I think. Obviously, they confirmed it as coming soon at BlizzCon way back in November. So 5 months later, right? It's finally here. which is an interesting time frame. But nonetheless, it's probably good that it's here overall. I can't wait to read the comments about how this role rework sucks and how all these heroes are in the wrong spot. Because obviously Asmodan is a bruiser and whatnot. I can't wait to read those, so let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye!